What's up, guys? This video is going to be about Glocks. My opinions, likes, dislikes. When it comes to Glocks, before I did a video on what I thought about them, my feelings on purchasing, because like anybody else, there was a time where I didn't want to own a gun without a safety. I've evolved into where it doesn't matter to me as much anymore. I was more concerned about my manual of arms and muscle memory, but it does not matter if you treat it more like a revolver. That's the way I've kind of found out. But anyway, not about that. That's a whole different argument. But anyway, now these three Glocks, they're all loaded. They haven't got anything in the chamber. I keep all my guns loaded. As a matter of fact, above on my shelf is the bullets. I emptied them before I put them on here because I'm going to touch them a little bit. This is a Glock 10mm. Love this gun. Might become one of my favorites. 15 rounds of, if you don't know 10mm, which I just did a video, pretty much 40 Magnum. It's an amazing round. 16 rounds, 15 plus 1. Glock 30. Love this gun. 45 ACP. Glock 17. Excuse me, I got belch. Sorry about that. Had to come out. Anyway, it's got a little stick mag in there, 33 rounder, but normally it holds 17 plus 1, 18 rounds. I'm not sure if you can get a butt plate. I'm not really sure on the butt plate extensions yet. But anyway, all these guns so far have been flawless. This has got about 450, 500 rounds through it of a lot of different type of ammo. I can't remember, 5 or 6 hollow points alone. Just different brands, critical defense and UMC, everything. And this has been a lot of just ball ammunition, about 400, 500 rounds. Now I've been shooting it quite a bit. None of these guns have malfunctioned at all. This one's just had about 3 boxes through it now, I think. I got some more ammo coming. Some double tap. I haven't shot any double tap through it yet. I've just shot, your standard UMC and stuff like that, which is it's decent stuff really for what it is. It's low powered. But anyway, now my thoughts on the actual guns themselves, their features. Reliability, they're all excellent, but it just kills me when people say you take this gun you take this gun out of the box, it's ready to go. They're made by people. I've worked quality assurance, and I will assure you that machines break down. People fix the machines. There'll be times between machines break down. People hate their jobs. It's work. Nobody every single day feels they're 100%. Things get through. I don't care what gun it is. There's going to be occasionally some bad guns, and you can look it up on YouTube. They have very high quality control, which that means there's a less percentage of a chance that you're going to get a bad gun, but each and every single piece could break in this gun. So that means whether springs, shooting it wears out, whatever. But you need to, I don't know if you do necessarily want to call it break it in, but it is good for metal parts to move against metal to smooth themselves out. But I would call it more of a testing period. I don't care what kind of gun it is, it needs to be shot at least a few hundred times just to make sure all the parts. It's not going to wear if your springs wear out within a couple hundred rounds, unless it's a small tiny gun meant for that to happen. For duty guns, service pistols, they wear out within 100, 200 rounds. It needs to be fixed, or it's not worth having. But you need to test them. Accuracy on all these guns have been on par, reliability wise. Let's see, the features wise, I think the grip frame on the 17, I'm pretty sure, I haven't held them side by side, but when I looked online, I think the dimensions were pretty close. In the grip frame size, the actual handle is pretty close to the 9mm, the Glock 17. And these feel excellent. One of my buddies, he's a smaller dude. He has short hands. He loves it, but yet he can only stand the Springfield XD45s, or the larger size 10 millimeter, the 10 millimeter and the 45 versions. Will have both same. He can't really stand them, but he does like the SF. That stands for short frame, not slim frame, as most people do, and that means it's shorter right here than, instead of slimmer that a lot of people think. And actually, I really like that a lot more. Now, if you have a Generation 4, the zero setting, the one that comes naturally, it's got that's the same size frame. You can kind of tailor it to fit. These are all Gen 3 Glocks. For my opinion, I do not trust the Generation 4 Glocks. I've had buddies that love theirs to death, had no problems, but to me, they took something that I completely trusted and made me doubt it. So I'll stick with Generation 3. There's no reason. I can deal with the grip change and stuff. But I do wish in the larger frames I can get used to it, or you can exchange them. I do wish that the takedown lever on the Glock 17, because it's a smaller frame pistol, it seems like almost they use just the exact same takedown lever. It's easier to get besides the thicker frame of the 45 and Glock 10 millimeter, which isn't bad. It's a little hard to grip on the right side for me, you know. Just, it's not that big of a deal, but it is something I wish was better. I'm just giving you my overall opinions. I love the Glock triggers. I've owned multiple M&Ps, which were both decent triggers. I've owned XD45, which I didn't think that, personally, I didn't think the trigger was all that. I did shoot an XDM, and that gun seemed like the trigger was a lot better, but I didn't shoot it a whole lot, and it was a long time ago. I'm not sure if they have a better trigger or not. But I love, and you can also lighten up the Glock triggers, but I love the Glock triggers. I'm very accurate. I've shot them out the long ranges, and my follow-up shots, I mean, they just fit me good. Best striker fired pistol trigger that I enjoy, but a lot of people don't like them, but that's my opinion. So far, everything except for the tip. For these two guns right here, when you fire them, every once in a while, the brass casing hits me in the forehead, but that doesn't bother me, as long as, you know, it doesn't bother me at all. Just period. I shoot straight through it, and I hardly even notice. It doesn't even throw me off my shot. Now, the 10 millimeter, it's gonna have a lot more recoil, so it's as when I was shooting it, I didn't get hit with any of the brass, because I'm guessing just the power of the round was flinging the brass out normally. I'm not sure if all Glocks, like this, will hit you in the head with brass casings, but these two do. That's what these two guns do. That's all I can tell you. Also, on the controls feel better in your hand, which you can also upgrade very easily on the larger frames of guns, unless you get the slim frame guns. But the controls on the smaller guns like the 40 and the 9mm are easier to use, but you can upgrade these. I think it's only like 7 hours the whole, if you go down to Georgia and take an armor tour, or the whole Glock armory class to teach you how to disassemble everything on it. And Glock's got a good warranty. They'll fix anything. The finish is one of the toughest finishes there is. It's just that they're amazing guns. I'll show you this right here. It's loaded, but it's pointing in a safe direction. I'm not messing with the trigger. It's got combat sights. You can change these out. Now, my only complaint with that is I wish they was metal. They're plastic. I don't know if they're the same polymer. They probably are. You can change them out to metal sights. I probably won't do that, but I have heard if you drop it on the sights, they can bust. In which, carrying guns every day, accidents do happen. The actual trigger safety is a good thing. I don't consider that a safety. That's just a drop safety to me. It keeps it a manual safety is the only thing that's a safety. grip plugs are probably good to keep letting stuff from getting up in there. I'll probably buy some of those. But that's just my opinions on them, guys. Just another data point into someone else's thoughts on it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.